Style is just a skill, and it's the little things that make a big style statement. Let me give you a small practical example. This neckline is one of my favorites, off shoulder, the one shoulder. Why? Because one of the most important things you've got to learn as a woman is to know thy body. And rather than hiding the parts of your body that you don't like, it is a game changer when you learn to highlight the parts that you do like. For example, I like my shoulders and I quite like my legs. My fluffy tummy and everything in between, I kind of float over. But I'll give you, that's another story for another time. Here's an example of necklines I want to show you very quickly. So this neckline over here, I call it fashion math. It is very, very basic, straightforward lines and angles. Lines and angles with a choice of color. I'm telling your eye where to go, right? So you're looking over here, to get my shoulder, the big earrings, and then I've got very cute tapered little skinny jeans on. I'm having you float over the middle of my tummy because that's a fluffy tummy, and I love my body. That is at the very core of what we're doing here at Linda Page, but I'm kind of floating over that. Now, let me give you another example. Let me switch over quickly to a neckline, okay? You need to understand something about your shoulders. Are you narrow-shouldered? Or are you broad-shouldered? Because if you're very narrow-shouldered and you're wearing the wrong neckline, it's going to make you look tiny on top and maybe wider at the bottom. If you are very broad-shouldered, like this beautiful girl that I'm going to show you right now, then you need to understand what kind of neckline you need to be wearing. So here it is, for example, okay? So this beautiful girl right here, gorgeous inside and out, have a look at what she used to wear. She's got very, very broad shoulders. Now, you want to avoid the wide neckline, the boat neckline, and so on. V-neck is okay on a broad shoulder, but have a look at what a square neckline does. Suddenly, it takes a very broad, kind of loose, misshapen look to, it looks solid, it looks pulled together, it looks stylish, right? Same girl, this is a couple of days apart. The hair up now, all we did was add a dash of bold on the lips, some red or some hot lipstick, hot pink. You don't have to go to town and break the bank and wear 9-inch heels and dripping in bling, although that can be fun, to look good. As she said, I've learned that the little things make a big difference, and I'm learning how to work with my body and not against it. You know how important that is? That when you decide to stop criticizing the woman in the mirror, your butt, your boobs, your belly, nobody obsesses about that except you. So if you've come into agreement with the world that says you're not a size 0 and you are not young enough, that's on you. You need to stop for a minute, especially if you're coming from a faith angle. What have you come into agreement with? I did years ago. I lived 41 out of 51 years, hating my body, criticizing myself, comparing. It's a miserable way to live. I am telling you that there is a better way to live. There is freedom on the other side of making the decision to start loving the woman in the mirror. So I invite you to join the Linda Page community, where we are women who have committed to cheering ourselves on, to falling in love with the woman in the mirror, and to be women who are for women. We are restoring the bonds and the trust between women. How are we doing that? Well, I happen to believe fashion is a connector. It is a bridge. All women desire to look beautiful, feel confident, and go and do something amazing and positive out there in the world. We all share that. No matter what has happened to you, you have that in your heart. Your spirit of beauty, your spirit of excellence, your spirit of adventure wants to get up, dress up, and be that bold light on a hill. Because when you do, you give hope to others. You inspire others. So there is a link below. It is coming up to our first ever 50% sale for Black Friday 2023. It's our Black Friday 50% sale that is starting on Black Friday through to Cyber Monday. However, I've decided to release a pre-sale link. Why? Because there are women who are waiting in the wings. It is 50% off. No conversation, no quibble, no questions, no answers. If you don't see what's in front of you after having read the detail on what is on offer, what you get, and how it works, if 50% sale is still not good enough for you, this program is not for you. It's not for everyone. It's not for the curious. It's for the serious. It's for two kinds of women. It's for the woman who is still struggling with low self-esteem, because I know how that feels, and wants to understand how to build that and build self-confidence and live the life that is in her heart. And then it's for the second woman who is already bold, confident, beautiful, well-dressed, that is ready to level up, to power up, because she knows that there is more. And as my coach and mentor said to me a decade ago, that what you think you're good at, you'll never master. So if that's you, and if you're ready to level up, I encourage you to click on the link below, have a read through the program, what it is, have a look at the pricing, have a look at the numbers. And my friend, there is nothing to think about. I will help you every step of the way in 2024 to go for more, because style is just a skill, and I can show you how.